Hello guys and girls, in this video I'm going to show you how to install Xdebug and set it up to work with NetBeans. So the first thing you're going to want to do is navigate to xdebug.org/wizard.php in your browser. Get the output of the PHP info function. So essentially all you need to do is create a file. You may as well name it phpinfo.php and then add a call to the PHP info function inside that file. Then save the file and open it up via a browser and copy the output and paste it into this box here, which will, okay, that didn't copy it. Yeah, there we go. Paste it into this box here, which is a handy tool provided by the developers of Xdebug, and it will show you what you need to install Xdebug. So it just says you need to download this link, move it to a correct location, and update the PHP info function. So PHP info file, I mean php.ini file, third time lucky. So instead of downloading it from here though, you should download it from the Xdebug download.php, because that will tell you its hash. So you just need to work out exactly what file it is. It's 2.5.471 thread safe. So we can see that that's this file here, 2.5.471 thread safe. So I'll just download that. It'll give you a warning, but you can ignore that. And then you want to open up where that file is, which being a downloads folder, and you want to verify that it has not been tampered with. So open up git bash or command line, whatever you want to use, and we're going to use this search utility, and it has a feature which allows you to check the hash of files. So that's the file we downloaded, and you can specify what algorithm you want to use, which is SHA-256 in this instance. Okay, where's the mistake? Hash. Oh, I see. Yeah, there we go. Alright, just copy the output and paste, and yeah, we can see there the file has not been tampered with, so we're good to go. So next, what you want to do is move the file to an appropriate location, which will be inside your PHP directory in the extensions folder. I've already done that, so we can see the files here. And then you're going to want to add a directive to your PHP ini file. This directive here is end extension equals then the complete path to that file. Then you want to restart your server. So if you use WAMP or XAMPP, you can do it through its interface, or if you're using Apache and you've got it running as a Windows service, you can do it from the services interface. However you do it, just restart Apache. Then you want to open up the output of the PHP info function, and you're going to want to check for Xdebug. And if you have this here, this information here, it means Xdebug is now installed correctly. So now we will move on to configuring it to work with NetBeans. So you'll want to open up the ini file again and add these 4 directives: remote enable, remote handle, remote handler, even remote host, and remote ports. Then open up your NetBeans IDE and go to options, PHP, and ensure that the port is the same. So we can see the port number here is 9000, and the port number here should match 9000, so that's all good. And you'll want to restart your server again so it picks up the changes. And then probably worth mentioning that you will need to have a project running in NetBeans and also have set the URL parameter correctly for that project, then you can just click this button here. In fact, let me make sure I got the right ID. Okay. Yep, click this button here and that will start a debug session. Then I'm going to close that one because I've already got the page that I want to use to demonstrate. Then once I've done that, I can go back to the debugger and we will see us hit this line here. So I've set a breakpoint in the index.php file, so when it hits that breakpoint it's going to stop execution, and then you can step through, step over, etc. So this button here is to step over the current function call. So if I click it now, if I click that now, it will move to the next line. This button here is to step into a function call. So if I click that here, it's going to step into that function call. This button here is to step out of the function call, and this button here is to run to cursor. So if I, for example, I'll go there and I click, it's going to run the execution till it gets to this point. Now when you click run to cursor, it will obviously only run to that point if the current page that you're debugging hits that line of code. If not, the page will just load and it will be essentially the same as clicking continue. The debugging session will still be running, but you'll need to run a page that you'll need to refresh a page to start debugging it again, because it would have executed everything, all of the PHP that it needs to execute to load the page. There are shortcuts to these buttons, which is for stepping over a function, the shortcut is F8. For stepping into a function or function call, it's F7. To step, okay, that hasn't stepped into that function call because it isn't. So if I press F7 now, it's stepped into that function call. To step out of the function call is Shift F7. And to run to cursor is F4. There's also shortcuts for ending the session, which is this button here, or Shift and F5, and to continue, which is F5. Okay, that has ended the session. So yeah, there's a lot more that you can do with Xdebug, such as profiling and lots more things, but I'm not going to go into that in this video because this video was just meant as a quick introduction to Xdebug and NetBeans to get you started. But yeah, I suggest you read up on it because there's lots of things you can do. It has lots of cool features, especially for a free program, and I may make some videos that go into detail about specific things that you can do with Xdebug at a later date. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, you should subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and until next time, take care.